Well, howdy folks, it's Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician, and if you're watching this video, it is because I am pretty much finished with the 2000 VW Passat Timing job. It was ended up being a timing belt, water pump, all the timing components, tensioner, idler, stuff like that, and then we also replaced the valve cover and the grommets or gaskets for the spark plug holes, cylinders, whatever you want to call them. So at one point you probably saw a few videos where I was out here in the snow doing this job, so it can definitely be done. In order to do so, we had to take the bumper off and put it into what's called VW service mode, and you can do that by getting into here and then all the way down through here. You'll have connections and clips, and then of course behind here you're going to want to disconnect your light. You don't need to worry about taking out the headlights in order to get the bumper off, but you are going to need to disconnect and take these fasteners out here and here, and then you're going to have to go, and once you've taken these out, you're going to have to pull this off. Go ahead and pop this out here like you see right there, and then go inside of here and get all of this disconnected so you can take this grill off, and you'll kind of have to pull it back and pull it up and pop it out. Once you've done that, all the way across the front of this bumper right here, you're going to have the exact same fasteners, and you're going to have some here and here as well. You're going to have to get all of that off, and then again make sure you come over here and you go in under here, and starting at this groove all the way down, make sure you get all those fasteners out, get your lights disconnected. That will allow you to take this bumper off and gain access to the front of this car. You'll also take this support from fender to fender. You're going to take all this off, and then at that point you'll be able to take out your headlights, and you'll have full access to the front of this engine to work on it and change your timing. Once you've done that, then you're going to take your accessories out, like your alternator, your fan, your belt tensioner, your idlers, all that type of stuff, and then you'll be able to get to your timing cover and take that off. And then the valve cover is pretty simple. You're going to use 10mm sockets, and you're just going to go in sequence, starting out in the middle, working your way out, and you're going to take all of these 10mm bolts off and get your valve cover off. And there's going to be there's no silicone to it. It's Felpro provides a gasket for you. You pull the old gasket out, lay the new gasket in. Now right here I want to show you something. I made a mistake, and I want to note this both for everybody out there, and then also I'm going to send this video to the customers. It's the only thing stopping me from starting this car. As you can see, I even have the coolant in it, which by the way is G12. Any VW tells you on the reservoir what type of coolant, so you're going to look for G12. It's a pink coolant. Zurex makes it. And so anyways, back to what's going on over here. So right here I had to take this apart and off in order to pull the valve cover off. And as I was putting it back on, I broke this piece. It's a plastic piece. It's a $6 piece, but since it's VW and nobody carries VW stuff just in stock like O'Reilly's, simple stuff like this, you gotta order it. So the fastest I can get a new one here is about a week. It is what it's known as is the turbocharger valve, crankcase valve. It is not a PCV valve, so you'll find it under turbocharger valve or crankcase valve. What it does is it opens and closes and relieves gases, unwanted gases, out of the crankcase system. So unfortunately, it just, as I was popping this off, as you can see, it's a tight fit, and it broke. I want to show it to you real quick. Okay, so it's towards the end of the day today, and so the lighting isn't great. Let's see if we can get in here and get you some good lighting. So this is it. This is the little plastic turbocharger, aka crankcase ventilation, not PCV literally specifically crankcase, turbocharger, ventilation. It relieves any unwanted gases. That is actually produced by the turbocharger, specifically by the turbocharger, relieves any unwanted gases out of the system. So, I mean, it is pretty important. It needs to run right. So what am I doing here? Okay, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I have gone ahead and ordered a new one, but it won't be here until December 24th. I think that's Christmas, right? Is that Christmas? So it won't be here until Christmas, and then with Christmas being right around the corner, shipping's probably going to be delayed. So I really want to get this car started because, again, it's ready to get started. So I for the sake of getting it started, it broke off perfectly right there where it got a little brittle and all that other stuff. So it broke off perfectly right there. So I'm using JB plastiweld, and I'm just gonna plastiweld that back together. I'm gonna let it sit overnight, and then I'll go ahead and get the VW started first thing in the morning. I was really hoping to get rid of it today, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't work out like that. Let's go back and check out the VW. Alright, so we're back, and so yeah, that little piece broke off there. If not, I'd have this thing started, probably test driven by now. So, but I feel real confident about this job. I'm pretty excited about it, and I hope the owners are excited about it as well. It's definitely something that needs to be done. I'd say it's probably better safe than sorry to change your timing belt and water pump between every 80 to 90,000 miles on a VW Passat 1.8 liter engine. They're great cars. If you don't change the timing belt and it ends up breaking on you, you're gonna have to buy a new engine, and that can get extremely pricey. So it's definitely a service and something that you want to keep up with. So, well, folks, there you go. There's that. I'll post a little short video of the VW running and all that other stuff, so we can all just celebrate that one together. Coming up, I'm going to be delivering this Lincoln out here pretty soon in the next few days. That got a water pump and a oil pan gasket, so there'll be some videos surrounding that once I get those posted and stuff. And then I've got this Ford 500, also known as Mercury Montego. This is actually the Mercury Montego, aka Ford 500. Now, we are replacing the anti-theft system and going back in and redoing some bypass wiring jobs. So if you ever wanted to know anything about a Ford 500 or a Mercury Montego, or just soldering and wiring and diagrams and all that other stuff, be on the lookout for videos surrounding this one. This is going to be no wrench turning. This is going to be all electrical, multimeter use, soldering, buying new modules, diagnosing, all that type of stuff. And then another project that I've been working on, as I've been working on the VW, is the timing job on a Hyundai, and I'm just about finished with that one. It's received new axles, new transmission fluid and internal filter. And then I've also done a timing job on it, so it's got new timing belt and all that other stuff. So there'll be videos of that coming up as well, and I'll be getting all that posted. So, well, there you go, folks. I'm excited to be getting rid of the Volkswagen, and so you'll be seeing that. I hear one of my kiddos calling me, so hey, everybody, there you are. All right, guys. Well, this is Matthew, your friendly neighborhood technician. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for supporting me. If you have any questions, check me out on patreon.com. I also got a kind of a cool project going on GoFundMe.com, so check those out, and I appreciate your support. I am signing off.